Hello, welcome back to MadTech. This is part 2 of the emergency assessor remote for powered wheelchairs and scooters. Today I'm just going to give you a little update on where I am and probably put together the actual transmitter module. So let's get to it. So in the last video I had this set up on a breadboard. I've now actually put it on some Vero board, connected some wires. I've obviously got the LED on there now. I was hoping for a green LED, but fortunately they haven't turned up in the post in time, so I've fitted it with a red one for now. I may change it later. And going over to the transmitter module, I've also fitted that with its antenna, and I've put that onto a small piece of Vero board just for help mounting it as well. We've also got a battery connector now. I've got the heat shrink there ready to go for later when I assemble it. So that's where we are with the electronics side of it. We've also got some 3D printing done, and I've painted the parts that require painting. So let's start with the front piece. So this is my original front piece to cover up the front end. Unfortunately I wasn't really happy with it, so I've changed it now, and we're going to go with this one here, which has a slot in the back for this piece to mount into, and then we've got some plastic to go between the actual contacts of the switch and the actual transmitter module, so they don't anything comes loose, it doesn't short out, just to help for safety really, because I don't want any pops and bangs happening. This is my 3D printed the insert part. There's some holes there to take the screws to hold the back plate on, and here we have the main printed bit. I've painted that up a bit as well just to make it look a bit better. And then we've got this part here with the hole for the USB in the back for reprogramming, and a couple of screw holes, and obviously it's got the lump there to the ledge to stop it from sliding around and align it. So there we go, that's where we are so far. So I think the next thing to do is to actually put all this together. So, well, hopefully you can see this. The lighting in here isn't that great, but let's give it a go and see what happens. So we've got my case, and we've got the board. So this basically is going to go in as a couple of grooves. I don't know if you can see this or not, for the board to slot into. Just see if we can get that on the picture, sort of just down there. So we'll get that in a minute. It may happen a little bit off camera. As we're doing this, I'm also going to have to feed all of the wires through the little groove there as well. So we'll get that done. I probably should have started with the biggest one first. We'll do that actually. Okay, that turned out to be quite fiddly. I had to take it outside in the daylight so I could see what I was doing, just to make sure I didn't catch any of the wires, but there we have it. It is now in as should be. So you've got your battery hole, and obviously your board's in there with all the wires coming out of there. So I'm quite happy with that so far. Right, so let's have a look. Where do all these wires have to go? So the blue and the purple are intended to come up through there, and this will just be a case of fiddling around now and getting them in the right place. Okay, we have our stop switch in, and this one's just the next one. Tight. There we go. Right, there you have it. It's all back together, and it's sort of looking all right. So you switch it on, and there you go, the light comes on. That's saying it's in group mode, and if I want to turn the group mode off, switch on, immediately push the red button, and then group mode is off. The only real way of knowing if it's on or off is with the switch position. There we go. And again, if I want to switch group mode back on, push and hold. Try again because I can see what I'm doing. There we go, and that's group mode. But otherwise it all appears to look okay, so we'll give it a little test, I think. Right, okay, I have been outside, I've given it a test. It functions as it should, other than a slight problem with the range. Since we've put the transmitter into the box, this has reduced the range significantly. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to redesign the way the antenna is mounted and look at that a bit more. I've actually broken the box back apart again now and retested it outside of the box, and again it's probably tripling the range by just doing that. So I only want double the range it's given me in the box, so I think maybe we can do something and sort that out. But otherwise I'm going to quickly show you it in operation, even though I've ripped it apart again. Let's have a look. Right, here we go. Here's our test receiver, all wired up on the LiPo battery for the moment. So there we go. Here's our transmitter. It's switched on. We have an emergency. We can press the button and it activates the light. So all that's working as it should. And again, if we go out of range, we'll get the siren going off, which is indicated by the blue light. Again, switch it back on, range is back in, and again it should automatically turn the scooter back on and allow us to drive. And again, if you've got an emergency, you can hit the button and it stops. So all that works. I'm just a bit disappointed with the range at the moment, so that's something I'll look into. And that'll be in the next video. Cheers, bye.